live on everything. You are live. I'm gonna click it so that there
Are
is.
we now?
We are live.
Hey, people!
Hey, family.
What's up?
How you doing?
You already know who we are. I'm called Taste Ransom.
And I am Alex Q. I have a different pronunciation for my
Oh,
name.
yeah, I saw that.
Instead of it being Kiowas, now it is Iowas. Iowas. So the
Okay.
Q, so the Q is silent, and it is Iowas now. So Alex Iowas or Alexander Iowas, that sort of a thing. I'm just doing things in accordance, with the new age, that has come in family. And I just want to just move on, pop off, some new energy, that sort of thing. Uh, you know, because that's what we do. We move on, we evolve, we keep it moving, that sort of thing. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna allow my esteemed co-host to introduce himself first, and then after he does, I'll
well,
introduce myself. Well, you guys already know I'm Alex Iowas. So let him introduce himself, and then we'll tell you what this
okay.
this particular
Oh,
impromptu segment is all about.
well, you already know I'm called Taste Ransom, and I'm blackity black, 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 black. And I don't apologize for that.
Black, black, black.
Okay. I'm all about putting our people first, which does not mean that I'm sitting around hating anybody. I just put us first, the way that other races put their people first. Period.
Right,
But
right.
anyway, we're not going to be before you long anyway. We just
We
stopping
are
by.
not family. Uh, Go ahead and introduce the title, Cote.
Well,
I guess you can go into what you feel about it, and then I'll go into what I feel about it, and then we're gonna let it go. All right,
well,
if that's
I know
cool.
I came up with the title, but I remember all the words that I came up with. I know how I came up with it because we were discussing how we were going to take out the year, and I was saying that we shouldn't take out the year on a heavy note.
We
We
should not.
should go out on a lighter note because our people have enough to deal with. Um, being under this system and this society, we have enough to deal with. So I wanted to go out on a lighter note and have it be a celebration of us
Right.
celebrate ourselves. So, I came up with this idea that a group of us would get together, which we will have like, is it 5 other people that will be joining us um, on King Talk on December the 30th at 6:30 p.m. That will be joining us to discuss our feelings about each other, what we love about our people, what we love about being black, instead of always talking about what's wrong, um,
Mhm.
the things that's been thrown at us. It's going to be a celebration of us. And so the beginning of that title is I like your smile. I love your smile. What's the rest of it? Because I came up with the title, but I don't remember.
Actually,
I got the uh
actually, family is when I think of you, I
oh
smile.
when I think of you, I smile. That's what I said. See, I got a lot going on in my mind, right?
He,
So
he sure do, family. He got a hell of a lot going on.
I got another podcast later today, so I got that on my mind too.
He's very,
So
very busy, family. There's a lot of irons in the fire. I do too, but not as much as my esteemed co does.
so what's the title again that I came up with? When I think of you, I smile. And what was the rest of it? That
Okay,
oh,
hold on for
I
one
created
second.
it, but I don't remember. I created it, the title, but I don't
Just
remember.
bear with us, family. Bear with us. Is when I think of you, I smile. The happiness and joy we have within us for us.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and when I was thinking about that and how I'm happy to be around us and love on us and us loving on each other, nothing makes me happier than that and to see our children happy in their own image and so forth. I was thinking about that Shawnese Wilson song, I Love Your Smile, a combination of two songs actually. I Love Your Smile by Shawnese Wilson and Janet Jackson's When I Think of You. Just those two titles came through my mind because I am happy. You, when I'm around other Black people, especially when we're thriving and so forth.
Right.
Nothing makes me smile more than that. So it's just that simple, basically. It's not real technical. This is a
We
celebration of us celebrating us.
right. We have two people. We actually have three people that are watching now, and I would just like to give a shout out to the family, all the family that's watching right now.
Hey,
Uh,
y'all, I
don't
can't see them. Right.
don't hesitate to post any comments or anything that you want to just want to like to congratulate the family. At least a couple of family that has shown up, that sort of thing. To join us in this
Mhm.
podcast, that sort of thing. Thank you, family. Thank you. If you can show up for like a couple of seconds, if you want to just drop in, drop back out, it's cool. If you want to hang out for the duration, of course we're not going to be long with this. I just wanted to just give a shout out to the family that has definitely shown up. I don't know any
Right.
names. I don't know any names. It just lets me know. It just tells
I
me.
can't see who's there.
It
So
it just tells
you,
me how many people are watching right now. It just
because
went
you're
back down to
operating
one.
it. Yeah.
So did you have anything else to say, Cortez?
And no,
Before
that
I
was
do not.
basically it. This is a celebration of us celebrating us, saying what we love about us, and maybe talking about some of our great history, that
Right,
people
right,
don't know. We're not going to talk about the history today. We're talking about that on the 30th. Some things
right,
that some people may not know came from our people, that they assume may have came from, another group of people, but it actually came from us. Great thing. But
right.
go on. You can go it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, family. It's just a celebration. It's just to take into the account of the year. We understand it's been a very, very hard year. It's been a very challenging year. So, it's just to take into the account of the year. It's just to take into, how grateful we are to be in one another's company. It's to just to take into account, how we are all still here. It's to take into account to celebrate, this new age, that we have come into, this new age where we will actually be called to be more self-organizing as a people, more self-determined as a people, and more self governing as a people. We understand
Yeah.
that. We talk about that up here on King Talk all the time, and we don't talk so much, in the interest, well, we talk in the interest of politics, but it's a political thing. It's a spiritual
Mhm.
thing. It's an economic thing, and so it's a really, really, despite the seemingly chaos that's around us, we as a people can despite the chaos that seems to be going around us at this particular time, we as a people can come together, and we can individually and collectively, because remember, this new age that we're coming into is the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is about the inalienable rights of the individual, but it's also about the group being, shall we say, the whole, one person containing the whole, but the whole being greater than the sum of its parts. So we understand
Basically.
that this new age, family that we're coming into, it's not just an individual thing, it's a collective thing as well. Especially when in terms of, when we're talking contextually in terms, of, our people is concerned. There are some things that we can do that's very, very positive individually, and there's some things that we can do that's very, very positive that's collective, and they both work for the greater whole of our people. So this
So
show, this show, family, is really important because it's about coming together and loving one another and getting off of the petty and getting off of the division and celebrating one another, celebrating what I love about you, what you like about me, instead of what I hate about you, what that
mhm.
one mofo said to me, that sort of thing. We gotta come away from
Yeah.
that, family, get on some real forgiveness. I know, just some of y'all maybe, forgiveness sounds like something that's corny or, cliche or goofy or whatever. Those are your new
No.
words. It has nothing to do with that. When you forgive, family, when you forgive, you're freeing yourself up too as well.
Well, see, the
Freeing
thing is
yourself up
that
from that petty, being on that low vibrating petty level. And so this is what it's about. It's about just allowing all of that stuff to stay in 2020. We're going to move forward into 2021, and we're going to be the best person that we can be to ourselves, family, and we're going to be the best person that we can be, towards one another. And that's what it's about. We're just celebrating who we are as a people, our richness, our beauty, our genius, our power, our magic, the whole nine. The
So
whole nine. Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
you're basically just talking about the principle, the African principle of Ubuntu, which
Right,
Ubuntu means I am because you are, means that we exist because of one another. We empowered by one another
right,
as a
right,
people,
right,
and whatever I do is going to be in the best interest of us as a
right,
collective. It's not just, even though I may do something individually, what I do individually is based on the best interest of us as a people. Like what I do as a screenwriter and so forth. What I write, uh, as far as a screenwriter, I write in the best interest of our people. I write to inspire us to love each other and for us to see the power that we have within ourselves. So as a writer, I practice, the principle of Ubuntu and so forth. And the whole thing about forgiveness, no, forgiveness is not corny. And our people don't have a problem with forgiveness normally when it comes to people outside of us. We do that all day long,
mm-hmm.
but we need to encourage us to forgive us, forgive our
Right,
own people for a change, because we rarely do that. We're normally petty with our own people. You
right.
know,
And
that
unforgiving and unnecessarily vicious and just so many things, that were, shall we say, of, before we are coming into now into this new consciousness of thought where we're going, that type of attitude, family, is not going to fly. We really
right,
truly have to take responsibility for ourselves, in the way that we treat ourselves individually and the way that we treat one another, collectively, so that we can do this thing, because we really truly are that zenith, with that whole zenith and that whole promised land that we're looking for is within us, family, and we got to birth that into vision. We got to bring that into light. We got to bring this golden age into light. Most definitely, family. Most
yeah,
definitely.
like
Yeah.
one of the powerful lines in the play The Meeting with Malcolm X and Martin Luther King is when Malcolm is talking to Martin and he says, Martin, 5 years from now, 10 at the most, um, white people won't have to do anything to us because we'll be doing it to ourselves.
Right.
He says, you know that some of those brothers that sit peacefully in your demonstration while they have their heads split open by white people, do you know they go back into their own communities and commit violent acts? So basically what he's saying is that we sit there and we will take all types of abuse from Caucasians or whoever else outside of us. We'll take that abuse from them. We'll be knocked upside the head and we'll sit there peacefully and won't try to protect ourselves. And then we'll take the frustration from that situation back into our own neighborhoods and take it out on each other. And we need to stop doing that. So this is a show coming up, well, episode segment coming up on December 30th to encourage us to start looking at each other with that compassion and that understanding and that forgiveness that we often give so freely to others and we're kind of stingy with when it comes to one another. And we need to stop being stingy with each other with the compassion with our own people. We
Right.
need to give that compassion up freely.
Yeah, how we love one another, how we come together, how we, just what we do, family, just, really, really, truly what we do when we come together. And like I said, just taking into account, this last year of tragedy and so many ups and downs, and even
Mhm.
with, a lot of, the chaos, that's swirling around us now, we can still find, the strength, within ourselves. We can still move forward, family, and really truly our better days. I really, really, truly, I don't, like I said, because I hate to sound like cliche. Better days are really truly ahead of us, family, most definitely. So that's what it's about. Tune in on this coming Wednesday at 6:30. We have some esteemed guests, who are going to be with us, family.
Yes, we have
That sort of thing. Here, let
I
me
could I could introduce the two queens or whoever. Or
hold
I
on.
oh
Let me get this
I
up,
I
and then
know who it
once I
is.
get it up, we'll just, because we can. Let me like go ahead and pull this up. Okay, so we have. Did you want to introduce some people, Cortez, and just let me
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, I'll introduce. Well, one of them will be my cousin, Adam L, and two Queen sister, good friends of mine, Miss Kenya Chase, who's been with us once before, and Content Johnson.
Content Johnson. And then we have a special first guest with us, family, by the name of Tony B.
Yes,
And from
Tony
what
B.
I hear, he's an aspiring entrepreneur. He has a lot of irons in the fire. He's a writer. He's a producer. This brother is, got his hands in so many different things. Family, he's very, very flexible in what it is that he
And he
does.
will be, and he
He
will be making his acting debut. He will be making his acting debut in my next film project, We Brothers.
definitely. So I mean, he's an artist too as well. So his name is Tony B. He will be with us, and of course, none other than our
None other
special
than
recurring guest, Deshaun Farad, will be with us
Deshaun,
again. Deshaun, the great Deshaun Farad,
the great Deshaun
will
Farad.
be with us again, family. And this brother, you just can't say enough about him. He's a world traveler. He is, he's a journalist. He's a
Yeah,
reporter.
a world-renowned journalist. Yes.
He's always on, family. 100% of the time, this brother is always on. He's one of our brothers, of course. In the, in the, as in the faith. As far as Islam is concerned, that sort of thing. So, he's got that particular, background too, as well. That sort of thing. So he's going to be. He's always been, he's been our special reoccurring guest. He's going to be with us again, family. So it's not just going to be me or my esteemed co-host Cortez Ransom. We're going to have a potpourri of different viewpoints about how we celebrate one another, how we love one another, how we cherish one another, how we practice those unity principles, gratitude and coming together and that sort of thing, and looking forward in positivity, no matter what's going on around us right now at this particular time. So yeah, fam, it's gonna be great. Tune in. It's gonna be this coming Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, and
December 30th.
it's gonna be on my personal page, which is Alex Iowas. It's going to be on my personal page. It's going to be on our YouTube page, King Talk Black.
Hopefully mine too, if you can tag me.
If I can tag Cortez in, it's going to be on his page too as well.
Yeah.
And it's also going to be, we got and then our King Talk page, our King Talk Black page on Facebook as well. It's going to be broadcast live on there as well to family. So if you see the video, share the video, like the video, share the video, because we're trying to get everybody in on the celebration and try to get a really, really good, shall we say, build up of gratitude energy going before we cross over into, the 2021. Definitely.
All right.
So that's it.
So we're celebrating us. So come on and join the celebration of blackness.
Definitely, family. All right, family. I am Alex Iowas, and
I am Cortez Ransom.
And both of us, we are King Talk.
King Talk.
Love
y'all now.
Family.
Bye, family.
Peace, family. Peace.
Peace. Peace.
Peace.